All right, welcome. Happy Saturday to you guys. Hopefully your weekend is going well so far. This is kind of a impromptu. I would have streamed last night, but my niece came by for dinner, so that kind of put a monkey wrench in the plans for Friday stream. So here we are on Saturday. So, Lynn Weezy, how you doing? Welcome. So today we're going to be playing the month of May for the Oakland A's. We are season 2. I can see we the first year we were in 69 and 93. And we started out this year 12 and 17. This is funny. Look at this. So the first series, we played this game, we lost. And then we won 3 in a row in the sim. So we were 4 and 1. And then we lost 5, 10, 11, 12, 13 games in a row. And then we won 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of 12. So it's been a Jekyll and Hyde kind of season so far. So anyway, so that's where we stand. So we're going to play at least 2 full games tonight. And I might go down to AAA and do some player locks, both with Tyler Soderstrom. Can't speak. Let's go down to AAA here. So get some gameplay with Soderstrom, and then I just off camera called up Juan Santos, 69 overall, B potential, second baseman. Got really good contact, vision, discipline, clutch already at 19. Really good defense. We're going to call him up to AAA and let him play. And if he continues to do really well at AAA, then we will think about calling him up to the majors. Especially since Tyler Freeman's hurt at third base. So we can slide either Castro or let Miss Diaz over to help play third and short. So we'll see how it goes. He was hitting like 360 something. It won't show it here. It's kind of stupid that it doesn't show both. You know, have another panel there for AA stats too. But anyway, he was crushing it. That's why I flipped him up and put Jordan Diaz down in AA. So Diaz was hitting under 200. So anyway, that's where we are. So let me figure out which games I want to play for sure. We should play a home game and a road game at the very minimum. So let me see. One of these, Texas is crushing it. I don't want to go there. Seattle, probably play on the road here. I believe we already played Washington last month. Did we play Washington last month? No. We played the White Sox. We played the Mets. And did we play St. Louis? I can't remember. Anyway, so maybe we play one of these games at Washington, and then we come back home and play either Boston or Milwaukee. Let's do that. And then we can throw in some player lock games. So we're going to have a bunch of simming. We've got a draft coming up on this date, on July 6th. So we've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more chances to scout once we're done with this week. So let's get through this week and we get this scouting set up, and we'll work our way through these first 2 weeks, and then we can start playing at Washington. Maybe we'll do some player lock games up here early in the month down in AAA. So all right. And we win 6-3. Waldichuk pitched well. Junis did not, but we still got the win. Do a AAA. That was a 1-0 game. Santos went 1 for 3 with a walk. There we go. Soderstrom had a hit. Cushing pitched well. So, all right. All right. And then we lose 6-4. Mason Miller, he's not pitching as well as I was hoping. So, and then we lose 4-3. I'm just trying to get to the end of the week so we can set up our scouting. Esty's up at 294 again. Gritchick's hitting 300. Hoskins 297. Castro had 3 hits. Fujinami pitched well, but Zach Jackson blew the save with 3 in the 9th. All right, we'll sim this one, which will get us to scouting. We got hammered. Laureano with a home run. Blackburn got lit up. All right, let's go look at our scouting. All right, starting pitchers in the Central. We have the 7th pick. Miles Winston will probably be gone before we get to him, so not worried about him. Lopez will be on the list of guys we'll look at. This guy looks really solid. We'll do one more week of Central. Probably have to look at Alfonso as well. What do we got further down? Got any? Yeah. Got some guys we can look at later. All right. Relievers. Got a few guys that we started. Haven't looked at any closers, catchers. Haven't looked at anybody. First base. We only had a couple of guys going. Nobody second. Nobody at third. Looking a little light on the infield. This guy right here is ranked 7th, but he's the #1 player. I would love to have this guy on the team, especially since he's a switch hitter. A little bit of arm strength, good reaction, good speed, good contact, hit, power. He's awesome. I don't know if he'll be there. He might go before our pick. This is another guy we'll potentially scout to take a look at him. This guy we could probably get in the 2nd round. Keep scouting these outfielders. So, all right. This right fielder, they have him 5. We have him 10. We'll leave him on there for another week. We scouted 7 shortstop prospects. Let's go look at that. He's not bad.
And now
what's up,
it's
Rocky?
Rocky Top time.
Welcome in. Just going through our scout stuff here. So let me see. We'll leave him on there for another week. Leave him on there for another week. And him. We're good. So, yeah, Rocky, we got a win, and then we got 3 straight losses. So, I moved our best second base prospect. What's up, FG? How you doing, man? I moved our best young second base prospect, this guy right here. He was hitting like 360 in Double-A. And Jordan Diaz was hitting like 130. So you can see they're both crushing Double-A. So I'm kind of prepping Santos to come up at some point this year if we need him. Geloff seemed to get a little bit better there. What do we got? A catcher. Soderstrom still struggling. Susak's hitting 300, but no pop. So. All right. So we're going to play one of these games at Washington and probably one of these games against Boston. Probably a night game. Hey. Sometimes you got to sleep, man. Last night I went to bed. Actually, I fell asleep on the couch. I woke up around 2. I went to bed. I couldn't go to sleep. Finally, about 3:30, I said, fuck it. I just got up, came downstairs to try and watch YouTube videos to make myself tired. And next thing you know, it's 5:30, and I was like, I'm up. I'm done. I'm up. So I had about 5 hours of sleep. That was kind of messed up. And then got my workout in about 10 o'clock from 10 to 11. So kind of surprised I have the energy to do this tonight, but hey, I'm tired of staring at this save file and I want to get going. So we're going to play one of these Washington games, one of these Boston games, and I'm going to do some player lock with guys in AAA, like right now. So, since he is up, we're going to go with Juan Santos, our second base prospect. Really good defense, really good bat. Speed's a little Looks to me, he looks like either a number 2 hitter or number 8 or 9 hitter. So we're gonna find out, and we'll probably do 2 games of Santos, 2 games of Soderstrom. Yeah, I saw Aaron Don is out. I saw that. Yeah, I'm wondering what his durability is. You really got to pay attention to those durability. In fact, I went through and kind of looked at some possible trades for Ledmus Diaz, and found some guys we could trade for. And one of the guys that I have as a prospect for us has like 40 durability, 35 durability. So I'm gonna be like, we're gonna ship his ass out. Yep. Yeah, they're no good to you if they're always hurt, man. They don't develop either. Doesn't matter what they'll lose a letter grade, won't they? This guy needs some speed. Does not have wheels. He had like 50-something speed, so he's like decent, but not great. All right, got a man on first. We're going to turn 2. I always hate playing defense. Tag him, thank you. That was kind of a stupid defensive play for me. All right, 1 on, 1 out. Let's see some pitches from this guy. Landon Knack is the pitcher. Hawk, what's up? How many seasons will there be in MLB The Show 23? Buy card set. There's 3 seasons that I know. There's sets 1, 2, and 3, but there could be more. I mean, if you look, they haven't really said anything. I don't know. I only collect the cards just to have them. I don't play online against anybody, so I don't use them. I just play against the CPU to collect the cards. Buy him. Come on. Dig. Yeah, he's too fucking slow. I thought that ball was going to get by the first baseman instead of it being a hockey goalie and knocking it down. All right, let's see if we can make this play here. Yeah, if anybody else in the chat knows the answer, yeah, just step up and put it in, help them out. All right, the Cardinals are trailing the Yankees in Game 2 of the doubleheader. We won the first game 11-4, and now we're losing 3-2. There we go. Base hit to the gap. Not fast enough to go for 2. If you had like 70 or 80 speed out, it pushed it. Yeah, you could always use him as a captain though, right? Because you can use any card as not in the captain, but as a wild card. You can use any card as a wild card. All right, he has no steal. He's at 22 steal, 51 speed, so he's not going anywhere. Get back. Jesus Christ. I do not know the running on the controlling for this. It's the exact opposite of what you would think it would be, so we always run into outs whenever I have to run the bases because this game has no logic when it comes to running bases. Absolutely no logic. Come on, move. Good pitch. Zach Pop. Does he play for Seattle? Really? Oh, let that pitch up. Let's go. And you guys on Twitter, you loving the the post throttling that they're doing, where you can only see so many posts a day. I use TweetDeck, and so since that's an API call, I can't see anything. So I have to log into Twitter, regular Twitter, to see shit. It's fucking bullshit. TweetDeck still doesn't work for me. See, I use TweetDeck so that I have my feed, and then I have news, I have baseball, football, hockey. I split them all up into lists so I can see all that news without having to go through everything. Yeah. I'm on it all day, so I don't want anybody telling me what I can and can't do. He just wants you to pay $8 a month to view shit, and he's going to lose people. Yeah, I used to work for a social media company for a while, Rocky. All their numbers are fake. How do I know that? Because part of my job was to do fake engagement. All right, well, we got a hit out of that. Soderson went 2 for 5. That's good. Good. Need him to move it on up because our catchers are not hitting well. Langoliers has pop, but both our catchers are hitting like under 200. Yeah. All right, so let's check this out. Jack Leiter's up. Grichuk and Kirilov with home runs. But we lost 4-2. Let's go check this because, yeah. Padilla's in AAA. He was hurt. Yeah. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we don't need all of these pitchers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So JT Ginn, guess what? You're going to AA. And then AA. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so let's check rotations. AA, fine. AAA, fine. This guy, Lewis Casey, was our first round pick last year, so. All right. Freeman, keep him on the injured list. We lost 8-4 to Seattle. They were behind us in the standings. Yeah, look, Aaron Nola pitched. Seattle has Aaron Nola and Matt Chapman. See that? Home run by Castro and Diaz. Waldichuk is Eliza got pounded. And we lose 7-3. This is going to be a lost season. We're going to blow through this season pretty quick at this rate. God, we're 13-23. Hey, FG, I do not want to blow through trades and free agent signings and like flip this whole roster in 1 year. But it is tough to sit here and just keep watching loss after loss after loss. And I don't have a ton of money to spend either, so that makes it even worse. And you know who's going to be a free agent at the end of this season? Juan Soto. So, Casey's pitching well. He has not pitched yet. What was I going in here to look at? What did I look for? Oh, I meant to go here. All right. 13-23. So we have the worst record in the American League. And there's only 3 teams below us total. All right. Oh, hold on. Look at this. Let me show you something. Here. Look at this. Can you see this? Look at this. Hold on. I got to move my camera. So I'm doing one with the Pirates where I made it as it's a 0 overall roster, and I simmed the first year and drafted players, and I simmed the second year and drafted players, and I'm in the third year, and we're trying to fill the team with a bunch of draft picks and unsigned free agents from the draft. So we had the worst record. We were 0-162, right? Because we get playing with a bunch of zeros. Look at the Rays. They went up 15 spots. They have 87 wins. They moved up 15 spots. They had 0.5% chance, the worst chance to get the number 1 pick, and they got all the way up to number 1. So, fucking ridiculous. I know. So, all right, let's sim through this date, and we lose 7-5. Castillo, home run by Lawrence. I'm sorry, Laureano, not Lawrence. Fujinami got just shit on. Let's go here and do another player lock game. Yeah, you are. Playing every game takes forever. All right, so let's play as Soderstrom this time. And we'll come back and play as Santos, and then we'll come back and play as Soderstrom. So we'll look at some of our top prospects and try and help them out. Oh, and I turned on dynamic difficulty for hitting because we were just getting shit on, and I was playing in that 0 overall team, so that's why I'm down to veteran plus, because it takes all of those games into consideration too. So I should probably move it back up to all-star, but maybe that'll help us hit well for down here, veteran plus. Get that. Get him? Yes, threw him out. Way to go, Padilla. Nope. Can't do anything with that. Wind is blowing in hard. Very stiff wind. Damn. This dude with his high fastballs. Hey, Rocky, I worked out. I didn't work out the last 2 days because it was like heat index over 100. And I work out outside. Oh, Jesus. So today it was only 75 degrees, but the humidity was so bad. I was just literally dripping. My baseball hat was so soaked. When I was doing push-ups, it was just dripping sweat the whole time. And then we had huge storms this afternoon. Lots of lightning and shit, and it was crazy. Come on. Give me a pitch to hit. Yeah. I'm chasing because that's the only pitch over the middle of the plate I've seen.
Come on, big guy. Get your pitch right here. 2-1.
Oh, man. I'm not sure if I'll stream tomorrow or not. Down. Nope. Rope right at him. If not, I will Monday for sure. At this point, the way we're playing in the sim and stuff, I really want to get this season over with and get another draft under my belt and See what we can do trade-wise. Yeah. That's why I skipped the last 2 days. One, I was sore. I mean, at my age, I got to give myself a little more... God damn! A little more time to recover. But it was so fucking hot. I was like, there's no way I'm going to just kill myself out here. And it hasn't been that way all summer. Got him. I keep throwing those guys out and help his arm. All right. Tie game in the 10th. Let's see if we can actually hit something fair and not at somebody. There we go. Gapper. Man, if he had speed, it would be a triple. All right. What's up, Jimmy? How you doing?
Holy Toledo!
Just got home. Yeah, I figured you'd enjoy a late night stream by me. I'm watching the Cardinals and Yankees over there. I'm not touching the controls. I'm just going to let the computer run for me. Unless I know it's a hit. I'm not running into a freaking out. I'm already in scoring position here. Too shallow. He'll throw me out. Oh, man. Man, this is going to be a strange 4th of July because usually we have the whole family, our kids and their families over. Daughter's in Columbia. Older son just wants to hang out at his house with his kids and just do a family 4th of July there. And the younger son's going over to his in-laws. So we're just going to be the two of us and the dogs, man. Be nice and quiet. I don't have to go out and watch fireworks anywhere. I did that when my kids were little all the way up, and I'm kind of like burned out of doing that shit. It was fun then. Is that enough? Go, run, motherfucker, run. Get out of here. Go. Yes, home run, Soderstrom. Oppo Taco, too.
Oh, yeah!
Adios, pelota!
Look at this. Went out there and got it and hammered the shit out of that. It's our catcher of the future. Just got to improve his defense. Whoop-de-doo, welcome in. And bad throw. Rushed it. Now they got the tying run there. Nobody out. And we got the win. All right, Soderstrom 2 for 6 with a homer and a double. Let's get a player lock of him. Or a picture of him. Look at his eyes. He looks high as shit. What a face. Wow. Oh, shit. Dude looked just wasted. There we go. Got to push the right button. Look at that face. Let's see what he does. There we go. See if we can get him touching the coaches. Nope, that's all they go. All right, that's fine. All right, there we go. Good job. What's up, K-Dot? How you doing? Welcome in. And Santos, keep him active. All right, we're going to play one of these games in Washington. And we're going to play one of these night games against the Red Sox. And we'll throw in some more Soderstrom and that second baseman, if that, I think it's Santos. We'll throw in some more player locks of those guys. We can make this thumbnail about these young guys. Diaz, keep him active. We lost 7-2. Blackburn got hammered. Tommy Chin, keep active. We lost 3-2. Muller pitched okay. We're 13-26, guys. All right, now let's look at these starting pitchers. So Miles Winston is going to be a stud. What is he? Dominican. All right, so we got to switch over from Central to. We got to start scouting these international guys. All right, scouted the shortstops. So let's go look at these shortstops. Hey, no problem, man. That's what we're here for. Help each other out. All right, so he's got some pop. All right, so what do we got left field wise? Hideo Nomo. His name is Hideo Nomo. Wow. All right. Let's do international left field. Hideo Nomo is a left fielder. All right, so this guy, Kerry Moranville, was supposed to be number 5, but we have him as 25. All right, what is this guy? Position player. He's nothing but speed. This is the guy we want, Chris Bravo. I already said, if we get this guy in the draft, I'm going to make him a white guy with blonde hair. We're going to name him Johnny Bravo, okay? We will definitely name him Johnny Bravo. Let's check out this right fielder. All right. Damn, are we the worst team? 13-20. I thought we would be better. Not great, but better. Yeah, only the Nationals are worse, and we're going to play them. All right, let's look at our stats. All right, Blackburn, 6.70 ERA. Let's look at starters. Blackburn, 3-4, 6.70. Waldichuk's pitching okay. Mason Miller's got too many fucking walks. Fujinami, Muller, 22. I get too many walks. 6 ERA, 9 ERA, 6 ERA. Floro's pitching well. God. Look at our catchers. Now you know why I'm playing with Soderstrom. Is if this shit doesn't get better, we're gonna go get Soderstrom. Hoskins is down to 271 now. Kirilov's only hitting 205. Castro's dropped 20 points off his average. Peterson's hitting 336. But he's regressing. He's hurt. He's a backup. He's hurt for 1 to 6 days. Wade's doing what I figured he would do. Yeah, all those rookie year. Well, that's because they didn't have the rest of the team. They get all those rookies, but you're missing other pieces like a bullpen or maybe a 2 or 3 starting pitcher, or just run into bad luck in the playoffs. 50 wins the first year with the Nats. Yeah, see, we had 69 wins the first year. We won more games than I wanted us to. So we're picking 7th, I think. 7th or 8th in this draft because we dropped a spot. Rooker's not doing as well. He's regressing across the board. Ruiz is doing well. It's up to an 80. Grichuk's doing well, but he only has 1 home run. And Laureano's hitting 214. All right. I'm going to make a couple of trades here, guys. Well, I got to wait. I have to wait till Diaz comes back and he's not hurt. I'm going to trade Aledmus Diaz and a minor league outfielder to Boston for Alex Verdugo. And I'm going to put Verdugo's arm in right field. And then I'm going to trade an outfielder to Seattle for a young shortstop. Because we're going to be short on shortstops. I could trade Aledmus Diaz and this outfielder and get Jake Fraley from the Reds and one of their shortstops, Matt McLean, Edwin Arroyo. So it's either Verdugo or Fraley. Let's look. He's hitting 258. He's regressing a little bit. Reds. Fraley's only hitting 233, but look at that discipline and clutch power against righties, contact against righties. Give us another power bat in the outfield. Let's wait until Diaz is not hurt anymore. All right, let's go look at starting pitchers in Double-A. This is a guy we drafted last year. This was our number 1 pick. This was a guy I picked up off the waiver pile. He's an A potential. And these guys are guys who are already on the roster. So the guys we've picked up are playing much better. Howard Russell is someone I either drafted or picked up. Blanco was someone I picked up off the free agent pile. We got to fix that glove. I hate that glove. This is off the free agent pile. This was off the free agent pile. Blanco might be somebody we drafted. No, he's 26 years old. He's not. This guy's walks per 9 is 81. His is 69. His is 66. This guy's only 20 years old. Casey's control is his problem. And he's only got 9 walks. So it just means it'll be difficult for me to play with him. So we're going to leave him in the minor leagues all year. But AAA, he's 20. We could call up Blanco or McKnight or Padilla. This guy got hurt. So we might have to bring up a bunch of young guys if we're still sucking ass at the end of this month and just say, if we're going to lose, we're going to play some of our young guys and get them up here and play with these guys. So AAA's in first place, AA's in first place. MLB is the worst team in the league. Let me save this. Yeah, this is very difficult. You guys saw how quickly I turned the Rockies around. We won the World Series in year 2 and 3. I don't have that payroll, but I'm trying to do the right thing and be patient and let these young guys develop. And in the meantime, we're just getting our heads kicked in on the major league side. Hey, we got to win 8-6. Waldichuk sucked. Bullpen did their job. Ruiz with a steal. All right, so we're going to play Washington game here. Let's go do a player lock here. Well, we got to sim through that game. Auto utilize. All right, lose 9-3. Miller just got... fuck. All right. Let's go to AA. No, AAA. We're in AAA. We're in Vegas, right? Yeah. Player lock. We have to go Soderstrom. Well, they got Santos at DH. Let's go Santos again. See if we can get a good game with him. And maybe I should do a AA game and player lock with one of these pitchers, like our number one pitcher. Maybe we'll do that. This will be more an episode focused on our guys in the minor leagues. Always right at him, even on veteran. Let me fix this. I'll at least put it on All-Star. I put it on dynamic because we were struggling so bad, and then I also didn't want to play that 0 overall franchise on Hall of Fame or All-Star. So when you're playing a lot of AA games, their ratings aren't so high, so it's really hard. It's really hard to get some hits. All right, Santos. Chased it. Son of a bitch. Yep. Shake your head for me. Yeah, tight spot. How you doing, man? And get through. There we go. Yep. Definitely late night Vaughn. It was. I wasn't really into the baseball game. Let's. I can't. The Cardinals and Yankees. Can I get a replay? No. Of course it won't let me do the replay. Fuck. I can't run. The controls for running are fucking broke. They make no sense whatsoever. I push to the left or back, and they keep going. There we go. It's an RBI hit. Yep. RBI, tie game, bottom of the 8th, 2 outs. There we go. Santos with a big hit. Thank you. Now let me see a replay. Jeez Louise. There we go. That's a good picture. This guy can't steal, so we're not even going to try. Maybe Chauncey can hit one to the gap. I will have to hold up. Thought that ball hit me at first. Yeah, tight spot. I wasn't sure we were going to hop on or not. And I was sitting here a little after 8. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to stream. I just want to get some more gameplay in. Progress this season. Man, the A's are fucking horrible. So we have got to get some pitching for this team to have a chance. All right, 2 outs in the ninth, tying runs at second base. Very slow speed, so we're going to have to hit a gapper. Yeah, don't chase that. Yeah, we can't jump start it like we did with the Rockies and win the World Series in year 2. But I hate losing at any sport, at any game, at anything. I hate to lose. And watching them lose is just, it wears on you. Hey, Soderstrom 1 for 4 with a double. Clark Elliott 4 for 4, 2 singles, 2 doubles. Good job, Clark. Jeez. Oh yeah, we lost 4-0. We have no offense. Hey, we win 7-5. I'm gonna tell you right now, we might just sell everybody at the trade deadline. If we're gonna lose, let's try to get some fucking players. Laureano with a home run. Look at Ruiz, 4 for 5, 2 RBIs. Didn't get any steals though. Let's see. Robert, McKnight, Cushing. Who can we play a lot? Russell, Padilla. All right, so we're going to play one of these games here against Washington. And then we're going to play this game at Albuquerque. We're going to player lock with the pitcher, Ezra Padilla. It's one of our best young pitchers. We're going to player lock with him. And then we're going to play one of these games against Boston. All right. Kyle Muller, Waldachuk, Mason Miller. All right, guys, you in chat, let me know. Do you want me to go with Muller, Waldachuk, or Miller? Because we've done a lot of games with Miller. He throws gas, but his control is kind of all over the place. They all kind of suck. They're all playing like shit, so it really doesn't matter. Muller, Waldachuk. Yeah, vote for one of those guys. I don't want to do Miller again, so we're not doing Miller. Right, so one of these two guys. So we're facing either Mackenzie Gore or Steven Strasburg. Lower home runs per 9? Let's go look. Muller's is 73. The other one was Waldachuk. His is 55. You know, he's hurt. Who's? Hold on. Hey, he's hurt. No, he's not hurt. It was 2A. Why is he? Yeah, I guess so. Well, they're both lefties. Muller's had the worst year. He's got the better control. Even though his says 67, his walks per 9 is 67, so. Let's go with Muller. I don't think I've pitched with him. I know I've pitched with Waldachuk. So let's go. Let me save this first. All right, we'll play this game. We actually played against these guys last year, didn't we? Yeah, because I put them in their red uniforms. They have to wear the Expos uniforms. There we go. And we'll wear these. All right, he's a lefty, so not using him. Those guys are on the bench. Who's DHing? Rooker's DHing. All right, let's go. Best uniforms in baseball, right there. 1980s Expos. Tim Raines, Andre Dawson, Gary Carter, Tim Wallach, all those guys. Steve Rogers. Bill Gullickson. Not a fan of the Vlad Guerrero, Pedro Martinez ones. Good pitch. The two worst teams in baseball right here. I'm shocked there's that many people in the stands. Maybe Washington fans figure they got a shot to win this game. Oh, man. Ooh, close pitch. For those of you that like to watch... Like to watch head-to-head user football games. NCAA 14. Go check those guys out. And next season, I'll be back in the league, boys. I'll be back in the league. So not only will I call games, I will be playing games.
Ball one, no strike. Ball. 2-0.
There we go. Take that to right, Gritchick. There we go. There we go. No hitters today. It's his speed. All right, Rooker. He's hitting 269. That's pretty high for him. That's a double play. Oh, well. It would have been a double play if there was not 2 outs. You were at the game today? Cool. Yeah, Cardinals got rained out last night, and then they had a split doubleheader. And it stormed in the bottom of the 7th inning when the Cardinals were up 11-1, so they had like a 3-hour rain delay, so they had to finish that game up. No, Shawno and crew were okay. I misread that. You're in Vegas trying to survive. Yeah, I have a friend out there said it was hot, hot, hot. There we go. Take that pitch. That's too high. There we go. Get that. FG, I'm going to tell you right now, there's a strong possibility that I put a bid in for Soto for this team. We've got to have an identity. But we need pitching more than anything else. But it's hard to pass up a franchise player, which we don't have. Man, I still got to fix Hoskins' yellow shoes. They're so obnoxious. Speaking of obnoxious, here he is. It should be hard-coded into the game that anybody in the A's has to wear white shoes. Yeah. It overrides whatever their ratings are, that it's automatically white shoes. got him up to 15 pitches already, one batter into the second, so that's a good sign. And he jammed me. And we got a base hit because he was so far over into right center field. I thought for sure that was an out. I'd have ran harder if I'd have known that was going to drop. All right, Aledmus, you're playing to impress somebody. There we go. That's down into the corner. It's going to be a double. Hoskins does not have wheels, so we're going to have to hold him up. There we go. Single and a double. Go. Swung over it. Way over it. Let's go. Let's go. Nah, don't swing at that. Fucking horrible. Come on, Castro. We traded for him last year, right at the deadline with Minnesota. Gives us flexibility. Second, short, and third. I think he can even play a little outfield, too. Maybe it's just second, short, and third, but I thought he could play outfield. Yeah, I know he can play outfield because he played left field for us at the end of the year. Yeah. Might have to change his number because 51 is not a middle infielder number. Let's go. See it and hit it. That's a deep shot down the line. It's going to at least get a runner home. There we go. The fucking cutoff guy catches the ball and tags him out before he crosses the plate. This game is garbage. The cutoff man's not going to be standing right next to the fucking bag. Alright? He's going to be between third base and the pitcher's mound. That is not a play for the cutoff man to make. That's not where they stand. Look. Cutoff man stands here. Not here. He stands here. Right in here. Between third and the pitcher's mound, he stands right there. And when it's hit to right field, the first baseman's right here. They don't stand next to the base. Unreal. I'm so frustrated with the defense in this game. It's utter garbage. If I ever did the Nationals as a team on stream, we would just wear the Expos uniforms all the time. It would say the Nationals on the scoreboard and then the standings and everything else, but it would be a Montreal Expos franchise. They are pitching well. Can't believe he threw him out at third base. Oh, come on, give us a fucking call. Just terrible. Go get it, Mueller. You're the closest one. There we go. When I was looking at trades earlier, the Nationals would trade us Keibert Ruiz for Ledmus Diaz, by the way. I don't know what to do. This team is just...
Ball one, no strike.
Thought Hoskins would be okay. Gritchick would buy us some time. Don't swing at that.
One ball, one strike.
Huff was going to give us a younger backup catcher, but our catchers are just ass. So that's why we need Soderstrom really to hit well. Rolled over. Damn it. I was trying to drive that to left, and I rolled over it. All right, Esty. Be patient. Get on base.
Ball one.
Anytime this guy gets on first base, if there's nobody in front of him, it's an automatic triple because we're just going to steal second and third. And it's a deep fly ball, but it's going to get caught. Oh, he missed it. He's going 3. Man, if that was deep center field out by that MLB logo, that would have been an inside the park home run. Yeah, Franmil Reyes playing center field. Oh my God, no wonder they suck. Yeah, it's tough. It's very tough. Be patient. See some pitches, for God's sake. Yeah, and when you're streaming those games, K-Dot, it takes forever because you've got to get through, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 seasons before you see any of those young players at the major league level.
One ball, two strikes.
It's not the greatest entertainment, right? It's like the only way we're going to win with this team is if I play every game and pitch lights out. I still have my Rockies save right at the end of the World Series, so if I ever want to go back and resurrect it, we have it. We can always go back to the Rockies. I mean, if we're going to suck, I can just call all those prospects up and we'll just play with all of them.
One ball, two strikes.
Why not both? Because it was probably too easy for us to win with Colorado. And, you know, like Man Cave says, do you ever not win? No, I never not win. Yeah. Yeah, that would be like playing NCAA on 2080 sliders. We all saw how that went. Come on, Rooker. He's starting to regress. I might have to trade him. I might have to trade him before he's total ass. Just gut the team. Hey, Rocky, we went undefeated with Texas Tech, so we're already sitting pretty good. I'd have to look and see what my win streak is for that, because it's probably already close to 20. Oh, he hit it out. That is an absolute shot. Mackenzie Gore's like, yeah. You launched that bitch into Delaware. What a shot. Look at this. It's down and away. Try it again, Jimmy. It was just too close to mine. Other one. All right, Reese. look at that. Just late, center PCI, and it's a weak fly ball.
Up next is Oakland. The shortstop, Alexis Diaz.
Ball.
You mean we don't have to challenge ourselves all the time, FG?
No. Inside.
That fucking asshole. Not FG. USN. That Hitler-looking motherfucker.
1-0.
It's a shot. There we go. Right, because some people might actually be good at a game. And other people get jealous because they're not quite as good, and so they want to tear it down. Go, 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 go home. Oh, you win too much. Here's my reply to that. If you don't like it, don't fucking watch. Oh. I was a little too much under that. All right, we got 2 runs. So there we go. Exactly. I wouldn't even say don't quit your day job. I would tell them to go get a day job, right? Specta. How you doing, man? Yeah, Barrett and the merry band of baby backs.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
We have each other on blocks. I haven't even seen him in forever, and I don't really care. It's just, it's just the principle of the thing. When you're a total douchebag, it's hard to let it go because you're such a douchebag that I just love dragging you right through the mud every chance I get.
Now batting, third baseman,
Inside, ball 1.
Hey, did you guys hear Nasty Natty Gaming's coming back in September? He tweeted it out that he'll be back, and he gave a link to his Twitch account, so you guys can go follow him again, go watch him.
2 strikes.
That'll be fun. That's some fun late night watching.
He's out.
Specta's stream's been okay. It's had its moments with the defense in this game, like it always does. So if I decide not to sign, Soto and go after Soto, I'm going to make a hard push to trade for Nolan Gorman. I want that big thumping bat and the left-handed bat in the middle of my order. And if I do that, we might have to give up that second baseman that we're doing player lock with. Jesus. So we might have to give him up, but that's okay. Yeah, he kind of acted like he was entitled to that spot, right? I was like, do you realize how much work goes into that? Everybody has their own style and their own way of doing things. And my style is just laid back. We play the games. We talk about whatever. I try to teach people stuff as much as I can with whatever game I'm playing. Give you information that I've learned. I don't have a big shtick. I don't have this, you know, rah-rah thing, and it's just not my style. Now, I'll go in other people's streams, and I'll enjoy watching them do it, but that's not my personality. There's a shot in the gap. Get by him? Nope. If I tried to do that, it would be fake as hell. All I can do is, besides, Jimmy loves it when I get mad. He likes Rage Von. he loves the Rage Von way more than the happy laughing. Throw a pitch, man. Ah. Although I know you like Drunk Von. Yeah. Drunk Von, his mouth gets really loose, doesn't it? Come on. Ah, shit. Eat that out. There we go. Now we're going to steal second and third. Yeah, Rocky, we're going to try not to drink tonight. Had a nice dinner. We had salmon with a nice teriyaki glaze on it, with baked potato and cauliflower and broccoli, and some a white blend wine. So that's enough alcohol. We're not doing any shots tonight. And he hits Gritchick. Come on, Rooker. And if you weren't paying attention, didn't hear it when I said it earlier, I am back in the NWO, boys. I am back in the NWO. Shit. Double play. Kills the rally. Yeah, I needed a break. It was partly, you know, I was getting frustrated because I was taking it too serious, and it was also I was reffing, and it was I wasn't available when I was trying to squeeze stuff in, and I was just being crabby and wasn't enjoying myself. And I thought that's not going to help the league at all for me to stay and just bitch and moan on camera all the time. I'd rather let somebody else take my spot, come in and have some fun games. Since I've been away, it's been fun to relax, watch the games, call the games, and got me to want to be in it again. So I'm going to try to take it a little less seriously, still play to win, because I never do anything just to do it. If I'm playing, I want to win, but check that temper at the door a little bit and just kind of roll with the punches and just enjoy
Nope, that's a ball.
challenging myself. So we'll see what team I get. I'm not picking Mizzou, and Jimmy's got my Oregon Ducks, so I'll have to come up with a new team. So I really need to see what these teams look like and who actually had a decent recruiting class, because I didn't get to pick anybody. So I don't want to penalize myself by taking a team I think that's good and they had a shit recruiting class. So we'll have to take a gander and see who's worth taking. I killed Jimmy and take the Ducks, yeah. I don't mind Jimmy having the Ducks. It's okay. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, if the best option for me is Georgia or Ohio State, I will take that fucking team. I have no bias against what team I play in that league. It could be Texas. I don't care. It's going to be a bigger school that has good recruiting. It could be USC. But I'm not going to take a shit team and get stuck, get my ass kicked. Yeah, we'd have Iowa, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Ohio State in there. I have no problem playing as one of those teams everybody hates. So maybe we reached on an error. What's this steal? This steal sucks. Come on, Ramon. Oh, yeah, I'll just let him bat. All right, we're in the 6th inning. We're leading, so I'm going to leave him in. I was thinking about pinch hitting for him with Kirilov, but I'll leave Laureano in. That way, if they somehow come back on us, I have Kirilov as a pinch hitting option later in the game. He literally tagged the guy. That's a double play. The defense in this game is just maddening. My wire is a little loose. I'm hardwired because the signal is a little faster. So I set it to be hardwired. Plus, if I unplug the cord and plug it into my PS3 to use my PS5 controller, since it's set to hardwire, when I push the PS button, it won't turn on the PS5 because it's not hardwired in. I was running into that too. Come on, Jordan Walker. He's got 2 hits tonight. Man, how many strikeouts do we have? This is 5 1/3 innings. He has 6 Ks. Throwing a 2-hit shutout. It's not like these guys are any good. They have nobody in their lineup besides Reyes.
Ball 1. Hey! 1-1.
Oh, so good. I'm going to throw it there again. Stand there and take that pitch. How about another one? Got him. Ring him up. There we go. Yeah, Rocky, taking Ohio State, everybody kind of groaned, oh, but fucking Revamp has Miami of Florida, and he's just got a loaded fucking team. All right, bloop single for Castro. So, imagine my recruiting with Ohio State's bonuses. Oh, that's another damn double play because I couldn't wait. I swung early and rolled it over. Come on, Jace. All right, let's go. Sinker slider. So everything's down. So I don't need to pull the PCI up. We're going to keep it down here. Ooh, busted me in. Damn it. Ball just kept going. I saw it over the middle of the plate, and it just kept driving in. Those backdoor sliders really suck. Steve Carlton made a Hall of Fame career on that backdoor slider. Or back foot slider, I mean, not backdoor. Throwing it at the back foot of the right-handed batters. Like that. Dog is, that's funny you ask, because, so You guys know she tore the ACL in both of her hind legs, right? So she had surgery. They fixed the right one, which was the one that seemed to be the worse off of the two. And she seems to be getting around just fine on that. She's doing pretty good. She's acting more like herself. But now the other one, the left one, is hurting more. Like she doesn't want to put weight on it sometimes. So she's constantly licking her mouth, her muzzle, which means that she's either having anxiety or she's having pain. So she's on tramadol and something else, and antibiotics still. So trying to keep her a little doped up so she's a little less active. But the other day, it was today, no, my wife came down, she fed the dog breakfast. I was sleeping on the couch. She feeds the dog breakfast and she goes upstairs because the younger dog is whining and complaining because mom's downstairs without her. So she goes upstairs and we have the gate in the kitchen between the refrigerator and the half wall around the steps to keep her from coming down. It needed to be at the bottom of the steps to keep Chica from going upstairs. And so wife goes upstairs and doesn't think anything of it. And I'm over here sitting at my desk by then. And the dog walked up the steps. She's not cleared to go up steps. And she just walked up the steps. Luckily for her, the downstairs living room, family room, my computer area has carpet. And the steps have carpet. Everything else in the house is hardwoods. So she walks way better on the carpet than the hardwood because she slides around like Bambi on ice. So she's stubborn like all the other females in this family. But I think she's got like 8 more weeks to go before she'll be done with her rehab. And then as soon as she's done with that, she gets surgery on the other leg to get that one fixed so that they're both good to go and she can get back to normal. So by Thanksgiving, she should be 100%. And the success rate on this surgery is like 95%. So it should be for $3,500 per leg. Drop, miss it. Yeah. Well, Specta, she's like one of the kids. She's not a pet. She's one of the kids. And we would spend that on our kids. So, and like I've said multiple times, if it wasn't for that dog, you guys never would have met me. Because I wouldn't be here. Let me hook that and it's going to be easy fly ball. Wow, we're already in the top of the 8th. We're just rolling along here. Pitching has been lights out. He's only allowed 2 hits.
That's a ball. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Wow, there's almost 35,000 people at this game with the 2 worst teams in baseball. Had to be a giveaway. Yeah. Well, if she was like 4 years older, then they would have said, don't do it. Because she's older, she's not going to have a whole lot of time left and blah, 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 blah. But she's very active. We have 2 balls that we kick around in the backyard, and she runs and chases them, and we go for 1.5 mile walks, and we play tug of war like crazy. She's a very active dog, and I don't want her suffering. He's getting tired. Well, you know what? He's only thrown 85 pitches. And if these guys can't get on base, there's no reason to take him out. Yeah, come on now. How did he not swing at that? How was that not a swing? I barely check my swing and it's strike. I do pitch better when there's a man on base because they don't have to deal with that long windup. There we go. Let Muller take it. All right, 1 out. Wish he had a sinker, but we'll see if we can get him to get a double play on the changeup if I can find the freaking plate. And we give up a 2-run bomb. Ah, fuck.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Athletics. Number 50. Miguel.
There you go.
Just a bit outside. Come on with this fucking... I just gotta throw it right down the middle. That was a high inside fastball that he turned on.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. This team defensively for the Nationals. Now playing center field. Number 28. Lane Thomas.
Just missed that. Pulled my hands in to hit that. Ruined a great start. That walk killed us. There it is. Stay fair. Oh, it's a foul ball. Damn. And if you guys weren't here for the Rockies franchise, we turn off the Rob Manfred ghost runner in extra innings. They have to earn their wins. We don't give them a guy at second base to start the inning because that's bullshit. Actually, I should be pinch hitting with Kirilov here, but it's already 2-0, so we'll just let him go. Did you see that ball go through his legs? Look at this replay. Look where this ball goes. Wow. Look where this ball went. Almost a cup check. Look at that. Whoa. Wow. Do we have anybody with speed over here? Langoliers, our catcher, has our best speed on the bench. I guess Tyler Wade does. There's already 2 outs. Yeah, we'll wait. Yeah. I saw that live and I was like, well, we got to see this replay because that was... We were actually fortunate that it didn't hit him, because if it did hit him, he'd have picked him up and thrown him out of first base. Come on, Willie. Here we go. Now we can pinch run for him.
Your attention, please. Now running on second base. Number 8. Number
9 million? Holy shit. He better be good. He better not be overrated. Pulled off. I pulled off. If I stay up the middle or to right field. Look at this. He's hitting 138. And we pop it up. Yeah, slam your fucking bat. Of course. First pitch, right up the middle. Now they'll try and bunt him over.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for Oakland.
God, what a cluster that was. Alright, who's after her? So it's Keibert Ruiz. Yeah, we're not going to walk him because then I could get wild and walk in the go-ahead run. He swung. Ring him up. Ring him up. There we go. He's a pitcher. Nice. So this is a trick I learned from a guy on YouTube called Fiend Franchise. If you see a guy at the top of the draft list that you know is a generational player, as you go through and scout him, his stuff's going to drop and he's not going to look so good. Once you get him to 100%, scout him one more week and it'll give you his true stuff. So wait till he gets to 100%, scout him one more week, and then go. I've watched him do it on YouTube. So definitely works. This guy like drafts a lot to try and figure it out. Ah. There we go. Good play. Shit. Hung that.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Oakland, number 36, Dylan.
God damn, how many foul balls? Seriously. It's 11 pitches. All right, good. All right, survived. Let's go. Oh, Rooker. Yeah, I believe he was. I can find out just by going to like the transactions for them. Foul ball. Yeah, we've had 2 drafts in this. Is that 2? No, we've only had 1, so he had to be one of theirs. Hit him in the head. That's funny. Come on, Reese. Let's look out here. He's trying to hit that to right because there's nobody over there.
Now batting, Oakland,
63 power. He's got good clutch. Nobody's on base. So it doesn't matter. Cardinals were losing 3-2 going into the ninth. Now they're losing 6-2. Our pitching is just dog shit. Nice pitch.
1-1.
The hell is that? Not only is our pitching dog shit, we haven't made a move to go get any pitching at all. When it's obvious that pitching is our problem. Yeah, CGM, Ali should have been fired last month, man. I hate that arrogant piece of shit. I don't know when the last time the Cardinals had a manager that I hated this much. He's just a fucking asshole. Guy, he never made it to the majors. He's a career minor leaguer, and he didn't even last very long in the minors. And he was a .232 hitter in the minors. Yeah. And he loves to call the players out publicly in the media. What we need is some of that 1970s Oakland A's, New York Yankees, where players get fed up with the manager and they walk in his office and punch him out. I made one bad pitch all damn night. The players didn't say anything about O'Neill. They need to get rid of DeYoung. DeYoung needs to go away. I like O'Neill, but he probably needs to go away. Dylan Carlson needs to go away. Wow. We are 15-29. Look at the Yankees are 17-29. How are the Yankees 17-29? We'll look at them in a minute. Wow. Look at this offense. It's just flat out terrible. Pitching hasn't been terrible. Look at Garrett Cole. 5.85 ERA. Michael King with a 6 ERA. Jesus. Clay Holmes with a 7 ERA. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, so hey, we won in the sim, 4-2. Laureano with a home run. Wallachuk pitched well. All right, let's go look at scouting. So this right fielder, really good defense, good speed, can hit a little bit. So not too bad. We'll keep scouting him. International left fielders, right? So Hideo Nomo, the outfielder. And looks like all the outfielders are busts. God, there's nothing in this draft. I don't want to draft pitching. All we do is draft pitching. I am tired. They need to put some hitters in these fucking drafts. This guy's a bust. When your overall, your max overall is higher than your max potential, he's probably going to be closer to 70 on both. And this guy's got such a huge overall between 37 and 71. That's such a huge gap. Man, there's just no hitting. All right. This catcher is another one that's going to be overrated because his overall could be 93 and his potential 90. This guy could be decent. Let's check out this catcher. Yeah, you can't get through enough players to make educated guesses. Let's look at these international starting pitchers. All right, so Justin Krieger is clearly the number 2 guy in the draft. This guy we have number 3. We could scout this guy later. This guy, we can scout him later. There's Canada A. He's overrated. Might be overrated. We didn't finish the Central. We'll leave that there. What has he got? Position players. So we're going to cancel that because I want this guy to scout the catcher. And then this guy can scout. We'll scout this guy to show you that he's overrated. Yeah, need more scouts, need more time. It shouldn't be one whole week. You should start scouting like in spring training or in the off season, not the first week of the season. It's a pain in the ass. All right, let's go look and see what it's going to cost us. They wouldn't do it because they're battling for a playoff spot. Look, the Cardinals signed Ohtani in this game. All right, right. What do you want for Nolan Gorman? Yeah, we're not going to trade you Susak. I don't care about Chauncey Gonzalez. I would give up one of the pitchers that we got in the last draft, but I'm not giving you Susak. What if I gave you Fuentes? And this guy right here, who we're looking at coming up and playing second for us. And who is the other guy, the center fielder? There you go. They'll take it for those guys. If I give them a second baseman to replace Gorman and give them an A pitcher and a B center fielder, I don't know why they would want them with Carlson and O'Neill and Nootbaar and Kelnick. But so 3 prospects. 3, I mean, he's a 20-year-old B, a 19-year-old B, and an 18-year-old A. But you're taking one of their best bats out of the lineup. Let's look at the Red Sox. You got Trevor Story and Arroyo, Devers, Mayer. Verdugo is a free agent at the end of the year. We go to the Reds. Hold on. Where's the Reds in the standings? Yeah, they're 27 and 18. Look at that. Yeah, they're not gonna want to trade, but we'll look. Look, they don't even have De La Cruz. They traded De La Cruz for Bobby Witt. Stevenson's on the trade block. So we could get this Arroyo dude and Jake Fraley for Ledmus Diaz and an outfielder named Dirk Acevedo. So his discipline's high, his clutch is high, his durability's high, his power and contact against righties are high. He just doesn't hit lefties as well. His fielding is kind of but he has a really good arm. They still have Friedel. They still have Fairchild. No, they don't get Quirks at all. So they don't need this shortstop at all. Now I could get Matt McLean in the deal. I could get McLean instead of that younger shortstop. I can get a more established shortstop in the deal. Watch. Hell, I'll even give him this guy. Look at that. No, I don't think any of them. I don't think there's any quirks that they either have it or they don't, but I haven't seen anybody that has a quirk. Let's go look at our pitchers because I know which guys. We drafted this guy, no quirks. This guy, none. This guy, oh, so they do. This guy performs better at night. So some of the draft picks do have quirks. So this guy we took in the second round, or he was our second first round pick. Yeah. So look at it. They'll trade me Matt McLean and Jake Fraley for Ledmus Diaz and Chauncey Gonzalez. Now, he's a 20-year-old B-72 center fielder. His defense isn't great. He's got a lot of speed. Good. His clutch is better than that. We also have this guy in the minors. But he's 28, and he's going to arbitration. And Diaz is a free agent. But the Reds aren't selling. The Reds are they're like third in the division, but they got way more wins than losses. So there's no reason for them to make this deal. Now, if I don't trade for McLean and I trade for this Edwin Arroyo dude, this guy, he's got some speed and defense and everything else is low because he's 20. See, they won't do it for, oh, they will do it for Nuelvi. They'll do it for Bobby Witt. Oh, we can fix our shortstop, guys. I can trade for Bobby Witt right now. Well, look at that. Look at Bobby Witt. They just traded De La Cruz for him. See, if I was really going to tear this up, I would make this deal. I would go get Bobby Witt right now. 99 speed. No, they won't do that. They'll trade any of these other shortstops. Even Marte. This guy's a switch hitter too. Exactly. The trade logic is terrible. So I know we can make this deal. I can trade Diaz and one of those extra outfielders for Verdugo as well. Here, look at this. Watch this. If I just throw Ledmus Diaz and say, look, we can get Austin Hayes. You get Rafaela from the Red Sox. Then he would trade us a 22-year-old C potential 73 catcher. Let's go look at the White Sox. All right, so he doesn't hit. He's got great power, though. He's not playing, though. He's like an A ball, right? I mean, he's not much better than Langoliers. I mean, he's better defensively than Langoliers, but There's Acuna's brother on the trade block. Urquidy's in AAA, guys. All right, we're trading for Jose Urquidy. Look at this. Clark Elliott, a 23-year-old C right fielder. Dirk Acevedo, a 22-year-old C center fielder. Blackburn and Denzel Clark. Because they have Valdez, Javier, Garcia, McCullers, and Hunter Brown. And he's 28 years old, making $4 million. But Hunter Brown is hurt. Yeah, I'll be back. We got to trade for Urquidy. Can you believe? Look, there's Acevedo, Callahan, Logan Davidson, Gunnar Hoagland, and Denzel Clark. He's 30. He's got 2 years of arbitration after this year. They'll take Gunnar Hoagland. They need first base, but we really don't have anything to give them at first base. Who's at first base? They have Christian Walker and Abreu. They don't need. They have Tony Kemp. I'm just taking this guy back because I don't want to be short guys on the roster. I want to trade away so many guys who are missing players. Like we'll take him too. So we'll trade him this 22-year-old C67. 20-year-old 62, that's an A, plus Hoagland. And we're going to get back this 23-year-old 62. 18-year-old 64, that's a D, and Urquidy. Even that doesn't feel like enough. Like I don't mind giving up this guy. And, you know, I wouldn't mind giving that guy up instead. This guy. He'll do this for those two guys. I want to give him a pitcher back. So I got to figure out what pitcher to give him. $26-year-old 71. 22-year-old 71. 20-year-old 69B. Ginn, we can give him JT Ginn. He's 24 years old. Is he out of? Is he out of? 2 out of 3. He's 2 out of 3. So you get an A left fielder, a B center fielder, and a C pitcher who's 24. Who's automatically better than everybody down here. So Ginn or McKnight or Blanco. See, McKnight he's not on the roster, 40-man. He's not on the 40-man. So they haven't used any of their... He's used it, but he's actually pitching decent. This guy's not on the 40-man. He's hurt. This guy's pitching great, AAA. Fuck it, we'll do it for this. Because I'm getting 2 shit prospects back plus Urquidy, so I'm giving him 2 young outfielders and a 24-year-old 68 overall starting pitcher for a 78. Fuck it. We're getting Urquidy. Who did I get? All right. Get 2 third basemen? I didn't realize I got 2 third basemen. Whatever. No, I just got 1. Got this guy. And this right fielder, right? All right. Urquidy's automatically our best pitcher. All right. Let me fix him. We can't have green shoes, so give me 1 second. All right, that's fine. So we got Urquidy. Now we got to send somebody down. We have 14 pitchers, so we have to send a pitcher down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Waldichuk. So I'm going to move. No, I won't. Who's got Blackburn? All right, we're going to trade off Blackburn. Harold Ramirez. I'd have done that before we got, what's his face? Blaze Jordan. Jordan Sprinkle. Jeremy De La Rosa. Don't need him. Aaron Sabato, first baseman. That wouldn't be too bad. I'll look up Sabato and the Twins. Catcher, Jack Queen from the Rangers. Look up Sam Zavala on the Padres. Great defense, great speed. Hitting is kind of eh. He's only a C. Good contact, vision, discipline. Catching's kind of eh. He's 21 years old. He's only a 63. They'll do this. The Rays will trade him for Brent Henderson. Defense is terrible. Guy can hit, though. He can hit. Just doesn't have a lot of power, but he can hit. He's only 19. That would backfill our catching. He's only a C. But he already has good vision, discipline, clutch. Durability's a little low. Catching, so we'd have to put him on catching training. Fuck yeah, I would do that. 19-year-old catcher for a 30-year-old pitcher. Yeah, just stick him in the minors. Problem is they don't need them. Who needs pitching? The Reds could use pitching. Oh, here. Let's just grab one of these shortstops. So Blackburn and 27-year-old third baseman would get us this 20-year-old shortstop. And he's a switch hitter. I'll do that. Because Blackburn's not in our future. Let's do this. We're just going to give Blackburn away. Give him to the Reds. All right. So that takes care of that. And he's in AA. Need somebody else in AA. This guy can go to AA. So now we need somebody in AAA. Henry Bolt goes to AAA. Need somebody else in AA. Let's put this guy. All right. So we traded Blackburn and the extra third baseman we don't need anymore to the Reds for that prospect shortstop. We traded 2 young outfielders and JT Ginn to get Urquidy and a couple of minor league players that we don't give a shit about. So Urquidy pops in here. These 2 guys. May have to send Miller to the minors. He hasn't used any of his options. He's 1-6. He's still going up though. Same thing with Fujinami. We could send both these guys to the minors. All right, so got a better starting pitcher, got a prospect shortstop. That's what we accomplished. The reason why I wanted that prospect shortstop, because Ernaiz is going to come up some point. He'll be like the long-term guy. We can leave him in the minors 2-3 more years, hopefully get his hitting up because he's got good speed and defense. And Ernaiz, he's already good defensively. He's got the speed. He can slide over to play second if we have to. We got this guy at second base as well. He can play third. So now we got some prospects that we can trade if we need to. We got a ton of starting pitchers we can trade with high potential. Look at this. Look at our A potential pitchers. 22, 20, 18, 18, 18, 18. 18 is a B. 20 is a B. 22 is a C. So we've got a ton of young pitchers that we can trade away if we need to. All right, let me save this. All right, so when is Urquidy pitch? Right here. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so here's what we can do. We can either play this home game against the Angels with Urquidy and make his debut with the A's, or we can pitch his second start at home against Boston. We're not facing Ohtani on the mound this time. We're only going to play one more game. We'll do some more player lock in the minors, but we're only going to do one more game. Yeah. So let's play this game here with Urquidy and get that out of the way, and then we can go look at our minor league pitchers for the rest of the month. Darren Smith, broken hand, put him on the DL. All right, we beat Washington. Peterson with the home run. Mason Miller finally pitched as well. They're like, oh shit, they're making trades. We got to get our shit together. All right, Fujinami, 1-5. Last year he was 6-16. And we win 3-1. Ruiz comes back, hits a home run. Fujinami pitches great. All right, we're 18-29 now. All right, so instead of putting all of our young guys on the cover, which I still could, but maybe I just put Soderstrom on the front, and then I get a smaller picture of Urquidy and show that we traded for him. All right, so I'll need to get a picture of Urquidy. So we're going to go start this game. Let's put the Angels in. Put them in these. They're real old ones. They're the ones from when Jim Edmonds was with them. Tim Salmon. And we'll actually wear our regular home white ones this time, since I never wear those. Yeah, no rain, because we're in a dome, right? So we would close the dome. So we'll just put it at overcast. All right, we got to get Kirilov going too. He's got to play a little more. I'm going to have to go fix the lineups when I'm done with this. All right. There we go. That's what he did last year. So, but that was at Houston. So we'll see what he does with us. All right. That's taken care of.
2-0 to count. 3 high.
There you go. Nice. I almost traded for this guy last year. Good start, good start. Let's go. Here's Rendon. There we go, good play. Pitcher is where he's supposed to be.
No ball. 1 strike. Ball 1. No, that's a ball. Ball.
Ooh, didn't chase.
Full count.
Come on, SD, get there, get there, get there. All right, got it. All right, 1, 2, 3. Come on, Jace. Don't chase. I did not envision him as my leadoff guy. I had Ruiz as our leadoff guy, but he struggled so much that I flipped him, and then he stayed hot, and Ruiz got hot. Because of the way this stadium is constructed, and I can't put lights behind, so it's a little dark out there in center field. When we start doing we move the Rays to Nashville and we play them, you guys will really like that stadium. The lighting is much better than this one. And I got to quit swinging at the first pitch.
Ball.
And it really bothers me. They gave Rooker McGuire's number. Terrible, terrible at-bats the entire inning. Got to work the count. Got him. There we go. Come on. There we go. All right, pitched out of that. Let's go, boys. Get the sticks going. I got to hit better than this. I'm going to sit back a little bit. Back's getting a little stiff.
No ball. 1 strike. Ball 1.
Let's adjust that. Why is the right fielder catching that ball in center field?
That's a ball.
Uh-oh. That might be out of here, boys. That might be out of here. It is. Just missed being in the second deck. Let's go.
Adios, pelota!
That's why we put Kirilloff in the order, despite him struggling against righties. I had a chance to get in the second deck, and just missed.
Ball.
Reached.
Out.
Batting seven, the second baseman, William Castro.
No. One ball. No strike.
Ooh.
1-2.
Swung right through that one. All right, got on the board. Home run by Kirilloff. Let's go.
Ball. 1-0.
Got him. There we go.
That's a strike. Two.
Ooh, just barely got him.
Now batting,
Wasn't sure we were going to get to that ball.
Mickey Lopez.
Fight. One. Ball two.
That was a nasty pitch. All right. Shutting them down. Let's go. Only got one hit allowed so far.
Dead ball.
And they drill Langoliers. All right. Let's go, Wade. Yeah. Look at that. Center PCI. A little bit early, and they said it was just okay contact. And it was just a lazy little bloop fly. All right, Jace. Gonna get caught. It's right down the damn middle of the plate.
Ball. No. One ball. No strike. Hike.
Come on.
One ball. Two
That was
strikes.
pathetic. I was trying to shoot it to right, not pull it. Shit.
That's an out.
I like those one pitch outs.
Too high. Four. Shoot.
Ooh, tried to backdoor with a cutter. Oh well. Throw him a curveball. Just a long strike. Love that. 2 of those outs for 1 pitch outs. Save the pitch count. Let's go. Go, Rooker. Jesus. See a pitch before you swing. This is pathetic. All right, Kirilov. Smoked one out last time. Right at him.
Ball. 1-0. No, inside. Ball. 3 balls, no strike. Ahoy! 3 balls, 1 strike.
All right. Little 2-out rally going. Come on, Willie.
Ball. Ball.
This guy's control has just disappeared. Oh, missed it. Look at that. Center PCI. Good timing. Weak fly ball.
No. 1 ball, no strike. High. High. No ball, 1 strike.
Man, they are not getting good contact on him at all. Hold on, my earbud died. Come on now. There we go. Sorry about that. Doesn't want to cooperate. Oh, it's going to drop. Yeah, I have not adjusted the sliders for franchise at all. We've just been playing on default sliders. Game is goddamn hard enough hitting wise that I don't feel the need. And it's random enough when I'm pitching that you'll throw a pitch you think is good and they'll just smoke it out of the park. That's gone. Adios. We're going to just say holy Toledo, though. Except it doesn't want to do it. God damn it.
Holy Toledo!
That was a shot. 108 miles an hour. Bam. Perfect. All right. 2 home runs. Come on, Tyler. Get on base. Use those wheels. I actually have... Hold on. Do I have Harry in here? No. Give me 1 second, though.
Holy cow!
I just have to make the sound command. We can do that. Give me 1 second. Try that again.
Holy cow!
There you go. Now we got Holy Cow and Holy Toledo. And adios, pelota. Now we can steal with Wade. Just late on that one. Not going to run on Trout when he's standing in shallow center field. Now we can score. Got to extend the lead. Need tack on runs.
Ball two.
What a catch by Trout. Holy crap. At least it was an RBI, though. That was going to be a triple, and he makes a diving catch. Look at this. If he doesn't catch this, it's at least a triple. It went through the back of his glove. Rooker. Get out of play. Nope, of course not. Hey, all right. Well, we extended the lead.
Ball. One ball, no strike. One ball, one strike. One, two.
Got him. There we go. I like his pitch mix too. He's got a lot of good pitches and they go both ways. Totally missed. That's right. How about a curveball on the outside?
Two, two. Yep. No. 1-1.
I don't know if the hot zones change or not. I'm not sure. Would be worth like taking a screenshot of a couple of batters and then comparing it later.
You're at
All right, let's go. Uh-oh. Reese get enough of that? Nope, I sure didn't. Damn. Hold on. I need a drink of water.
The right fielder, number 19,
All right, Alex. One of your few at-bats against a lefty pitcher. See if we can
That's the ball.
work a walk or find some green. Just bloop it into the outfield. Well, could have been better. Come on.
Ball two.
No, I don't pay attention to the hot cold zones at all. I just want to know what their the bar, the lines are for the contact, vision, discipline. Make sure they have decent durability, because you don't want a 35 durability because they're going to be hurt all the time.
High. 0-1.
Discipline's only good for simming, but since I play and sim, it does matter. I don't know because they won't let us look at them until the next spring. You don't get to see any of that stuff when you draft them. And even after the draft is over, you just get to see that wheel rating thing. You don't get to see. I don't think you. I can find out. We'll have the draft coming up here in a little bit. Once we get them all signed and we can see all of our guys, we'll see if we get the hot and cold zones. Missed my spot completely.
Outside. Ball 2.
Hold on, I might have. Give me a second. I might have a previous draft class on my flash drive. The only problem is I think I draft so many pitchers that I'm not going to be able to see. Yeah, it's just a pitcher, so that's not going to help anything. Let's see. Hold on. Do I have any more guys? That's a starting pitcher. That was my last draft. Yeah, no, I don't have one that has a hitter. 3-1 curveball. Oh, Grichuk's not going to get there. Damn. All right, 3-2, 1 out. We're going to throw a cutter. High cutter. Got him. There you go, Matt Thice. You can go sit your ass down.
No ball. 1 strike. 0-2.
Oh. No, I took a screenshot of the draft class so I can see what their potentials are. After it's over, I go to my team and it shows my number 1 pick, and then it lists everybody else so I have their potentials. I do have a hold on 1 second. I don't have it for the A's right now, I don't think. Let me look. Yeah, I do. It hasn't been updated. I didn't update it for this season. Give me 1 second. Here. So this was the first season, so you can see we got a spreadsheet, and it basically just, I want to know their age, overall potential, salary for 5 years, and then here I'll put what they did the previous season and if they're on the 40-man roster or not. But I don't put any of their ratings because they change so much. Infield, outfield, track the draft picks. So what I need to do is go back to the last draft and put this stuff in here, which I can do just by going under transactions. It'll tell me which guys to put in there. So Thought I had him. Thought I had him. Got him that time. All right, 88 pitches through 7. This might be a stretch to try and get a complete game out of him. But, yeah, hell of a debut. Comes in and throws a shutout in his first game. So we'll see if we can get him through 9. Get some more runs, guys. Oh, swung over that. Well, I was going to do the A's originally, and Mr. Hurricane had them, and Franchise Gaming had them, and so I'm like, I'm not going to do them now. So I picked Colorado, and then once I was done with them, I was like, all right, now we're going to go back and do the A's because I have this stadium that I built, and I wanted to use it, right? I made the stadium to play the A's, so we switched to the A's. And then once we're done with the A's, we'll go do the Tampa Rays and move them to Nashville for another custom stadium.
No, that's it.
Oh, just missed it. Just missed that. All right. 2 outs. Let's go, boys. I'll leave Wade in.
Ball. One ball.
What's up, man?
No strike.
Life's doing good. I'm finally healthy enough to start working out again. So I've been working out since Memorial Day. That's a shot. Is he going to get over his head? No. And taking a break from NCAA and playing a lot of baseball, man. What have you been up to this summer? I'm trying to put some muscle back on and take some fat off that I gained while I couldn't work out for 2 years, and help my dog recuperate from her leg surgery. Oh, and my daughter graduated from Mizzou, and my older son and his wife are expecting in October, and my younger son and his wife are expecting in February, I believe. So we're gonna go from 4 grandchildren to 6 in 6 months. So, hoping for boys, both of them to be boys. Got enough girls for now. I know he's getting tired. God, quit fouling every fucking pitch off, and he won't be so tired. Look at this shit. Of course he didn't go. Let's see if he chases this one. Pisses me off. Hey Kate, I know what I do when I play. I have not bought Super Mega 5. I'm sorry, Super Mega 4. I bought Super Mega Baseball 3 early in the lockdown stuff, the COVID lockdown, and I played so much of that game from May until like October of 2020. And in that game, it was hilarious. You get to the playoffs, and I find who the best player is in the other team, and I just beat him in the head. And more times than not, it'll knock him out for multiple games, so you don't have to face him anymore. It's cheap, but it works. Oh, he's your best guy? Just hit him in the head. Now he's out for the rest of the series. There we go. I'm going to leave him in and see if we can't get this complete game shutout. If not, we'll go to the closer, but if we can get another couple more runs, that would be awesome. Oh, man, foul. It is petty, but it works every time. I was just like, I'm tired of you beating me, so I'm just going to hit you in the head, and now you're done for the series. Usually it's either there are 3 or 4 batters who I go after. That was not a swing. Absolutely not a swing. If you go on my YouTube channel, there's a playlist for Super Mega Baseball there, Super Mega 3. That's going to drop. Now we're going to get 2 more steals, maybe a run. Here's my... SD is. He's going to steal second and third here. Get down. There you go. That was a late jump. He's only got 15 steals. Yeah, we just traded for this guy too, like 2 days ago in this month. Traded off one of our older young starting pitchers and 2 outfield prospects for this guy and 2 minor leaguers that I don't have really a need for. I just wanted to have, I didn't want to lose an extra roster player, so they're just taking up a spot. Come on, Rooker. I don't care if Rooker walks. That's fine. Hoskins is on deck. I'd rather hit with Hoskins. Fuck. Look how shallow this fly ball is. We're going to send him. We're sending him because he had to make a good, strong throw, and he made a strong offline throw, so we stole a run. All right. So now a grand slam ties the game, not gives them the lead. Ah! Impatient. Impatient. Damn it. My own worst enemy. All right, we're off to the 9th with a tired Jose Urquidy in his A's debut. How many pitches has he thrown? 102. Well, new pitcher, bring him in, blow his arm out. Come on, Langoliers, catch the fucking ball. Here, hold on a second. All right, we're going to bring in Laureano to play right, and we're going to move Kirilov to first, because Hoskins is dog shit at first base.
Number 22, Ramon Laureano.
Yeah. I'm old school. They should always try to throw a complete game. Oh, you motherfucker. Come on. This goddamn game. Oh, just missed it. All right, well, there goes the shutout. And now we'll bring in Jackson.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Athletics. Number 61.
One ball. One one. Ball two.
fucking game. So he ends up giving up 3 runs because we tried to get a complete game out of it. How can he be tired? He's thrown 8 pitches. Oh, come on. This fucking game. Thank God. What a break. Yeah, it was 4-0. We finally got an out. They have bases loaded and 1 out. Well, tied the game. At least we got an out. Because, of course, the CPU hits it right where we can't reach it to turn 2. That's both games we've blown the lead on. Yeah, bullpen blew both games. Uh-oh, that might be out of here. That might be game. Oh, no, to the warning track. The wind's blowing in. I forgot. The wind is blowing in pretty stiff. So, see the flag out there over here? It's blowing straight in. Why it's blowing in inside of a dome, a retractable roof dome, I don't know. Oh, it just missed. Come on, Willie. Nope. All right, off to extras. I forgot. I was like, where's Shohei? But Shohei signed with the Cardinals, so he's not on the Angels anymore. Come on, SD. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. There we go. Gotta get those wheels in center field. Hey, I would love it if the Cardinals signed him. We have plenty of money. They just don't want to spend it. Fuck, we passed up Scherzer twice because we're cheap as fuck. We draw $3.5 million every goddamn year, and they don't want to go out and get decent free agents. We'll sign shit free agents, but we won't go get studs. All right, Langoliers already has one home run tonight. All right, take that walk. He's got 75 speed. All right, go ahead, runs at second with one out. Jace Peterson's up. Yeah, let me look at my subs. Who do we got? We got Ledmus. Yeah, he can come in and play third. There we go. And a second, one out. All right. Didn't get the run home, but now he's 90 feet away. So an error, a blooper, a pass ball, wild pitch. Beats out a ground ball. Come on, SD. Got the sac fly earlier. Oh, that's good. That's going to go all the way. Is it out of here or off the wall? Off the wall. Game over.
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over.
Too bad we blew that game for Urquidy, but that was a great debut. Just had I should have taken him out, but I was trying to get him as shutout. Shit happens. All right, I already got his photograph, so I don't have to deal with that. Yeah, he smoked that one. He got screwed out of the Rookie of the Year last year. All right. Padilla is pitching. Fuentes is pitching. This guy, we took him in the second. He was our second first-round pick, Fuentes. Let's player lock on him. Player lock on Fuentes. All right. Anybody down here? Geloff, Susak, Diaz. All right, this will be my first time pitching with this guy. Looks like he needs our help too. He's only got 3 pitches. Yeah, he was. I wanted to give him a changeup if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he needs a changeup, so we'll have to add a pitch for him. He's got 2 fastballs and a curveball. He needs something else. Go get that. Go get that. Go get that. There we go.
Ball 1. Count 1-0. Ball 1, no strike.
All right. Yeah, he's in Double-A. We just drafted him last season, so.
Nope. Ball 1.
Why is my earbud dying? It says 95% charged. I don't understand these earbuds.
Count 1-0.
Ooh, running catch. The Mets fan, yeah. Well, back in the 80s when we were in the same division, we used to call the Mets pond scum, so. Nice pitch.
Ball 2.
Damn. Up and in. And he caught it. There we go. Get there. Throw him out. Throw the ball. All right. Chase that down. Let's go. There we go. 40 years since, yeah. 86, I was in college. That World Series just crushed me. There was one of my frat brothers was from New York, and so we were going back and forth the whole time because I was rooting for the Red Sox. Dude, catch the ball. Hit him right in the glove. All right, there we go. Yeah. And thanks to Bobby Bonilla getting hurt, Albert Pujols came up when he did this first year. If Bonilla doesn't get hurt in spring training, Pujols may not come up. Yeah. 1-1. Rick DiPietro, the goalie for the Islanders, has a contract like that too. They both get July 1st checks. Yeah, this guy definitely needs a changeup.
Yep, that ball went out. One ball, two strikes.
Oh, thought he'd chase. Got him.
Hey, here we go. Hey! 0-1's the count.
It's amazing that he had that much to lose in the first place. He's swing.
What do you got?
Come on.
Yeah! I got one ball, one strike. Oh! He's up!
Hey, nobody.
Ah! 0-1.
Guys, we only need 9 more outs. 10 more outs. 10 more outs. 10 more outs.
No ball, 2 strikes.
9 outs to go. Okay, let's get some runs, boys. Get me some more runs.
Ball 1. Count 1-0. Did it go?
8 to go. Seven to go. Six to go. 6 outs to go. Ooh. And you can even hear them better because I turn off the announcers because they're so damn repetitive.
2 balls, 1 strike. I got it.
5 more. You never know, man. Get it. Throw it. Get him. Yes. 4 to go.
Now batting, shortstop, Carlos Luis.
Ball 1.
He didn't go.
2 balls, no strikes. 2 balls.
2, and one of them was on camera in the Rockies franchise. We threw a perfect game against the Cardinals in the deciding game for the NLDS with Aaron Nola. Nope. And our left fielder made an error, so this is not perfect. Three outs to go. He's only thrown 77 pitches. And all he has is two fastballs and a curveball. That's all he has to throw. Nice pitch. There's another pop-up. 2 outs to go. 2 to go. 2 to go. 2 to go.
Inside, ball 1. Hey.
One more. All right. We get this one. I'll do a shot. I'll do a double. Okay. I'll do some Hornitos. He's only at 82 pitches. 82 pitches.
Ball, that's inside. That's ball 2.
No. Now, the umpire wants to squeeze us. Get there. Go get it. Go get it. Dive. Lay out. Yes, we got a no-hitter. That's 2 on stream, boys. That's 2. Wow.
Score for our ball game. For the victorious Buckeyes, 5 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 10 men on base. For the Misfits, no runs on no hits, 2 errors. They left just 1 man on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 47 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
I'm looking at the picture. I want to see his reaction before I go back. There it is. All right. There's my thumbnail. So I will cut the picture out and lay him over the top and have that in shaded green. So the background will have a green filter on it. And you'll see him, and I'll put on there. I got to figure out how to word it properly, but there it is. Fucking no-hitter. Wow. All he had was a 4-seam, a 2-seam, and a curve. He has no changeup yet. Oh, you never know what's going to happen. When that guy reached on an error and not a hit, I could see on the scoreboard that he had a no-hitter still. So from that point forward, I knew I was shooting for a no-hitter. Yeah. Wow. William Fuentes. Oh my. Here, let me save this before I fuck up. All right, so this is this year, and this was last year, and here we go. So Lewis Casey was our first round pick, and Fuentes was our second first round pick. He's 18 years old, 63 overall, A potential. Look at that. His walks per 9 went up 3. His Ks per 9 went up 2. Wow. He threw a freaking no-hitter. All right. Well, it's kind of hard to top that, right? I was going to play another A's game, but I think we don't need to play another A's game. So let's finish off this month. Let's just sim the rest of this month. Wow. That'll be a great way to end it. All right, so we lost 4-2. Renfroe and Theis with home runs. Hoskins with a homer. Muller lasted a third of an inning. Jesus. And then we bounce back and win 10-2, so we win 3 out of 4. Ruiz and Smith with home runs. Waldichuk pitches great. God, Mason Miller's going to have to go to the minors. All right, we'll lose 7-6. Kirilloff and Langoliers with home runs. Fujinami got lit. All right, so this catcher, I told you he was overrated, right? We'll finish him off. This guy, we'll finish both catchers off. I'm not going to change this. So let's look at these scouted starting pitchers. Canadian dude. He's 8 right now. We got some central time zone guys to do as well. This guy. We can't forget about good old Abe Rodriguez. Yeah, there's so many freaking pitchers. Look at this guy. So he's a definite B potential, solid B, and he could be anywhere from 56 to 61. So probably halfway. So he's probably an 86 potential, and he's probably a 59 overall, and he's 22. So he's got great velocity, break, stamina. The rest is kind of eh. He's 22 years old. So what you do is you take this guy and then you trade him. All right, so let's let these guys go one more week. And we lost 10-8. Castro, Hoskins, Huff, and Smith with homers. Urquidy gives up 7. That was not a good bounce back game. Then we lost 3-1. Keep on the list. We lost 6-5. Devers with 2 home runs. Rooker with a home run. Are we going to get swept? No, we win 7-5. Verdugo homered. Rooker, Diaz hit 2. Smith hit a homer. All right, so we're going to sim through the first so I can reset my scouting. And I'll do that off camera so I have more time to look at it. So, hold on. We're going to sim this game and I'll do this shot. Oh, we live beat Seattle 11-1. Peterson home run, Rooker 2, Diaz 1, Huff 1. Fujinami pitches great. All right, and then we lose 5-1. Urquidy again. We're going to have to use our Urquidy. Our first round pick had an ERA of 109 in the month of May. All right, our young pitchers are doing well, so hold on a sec. Let me save so that I can do the scouting, set up the next week of scouting off camera. And let me do this shot. All right, so here you go, guys. That was for the no-hitter. Here, look. All right, Jace is hitting 328, and he's regressing. Isn't that something? Este's doing just about the same thing he did last year, and he's going up. And we have him signed for the 4 more years after this at $2 million a year. He's up to an 80 overall. There you go, Jimmy. Gritchick's doing well, but he has 1 freaking home run. Can you believe that? 1 home run. 1 home run. Hoskins is already regressing. And we got him for 2 more years. Rooker's regressing. But he's cheap. The problem is we're going to need another first baseman so we can move Hoskins to DH. Freeman is still injured. He's got 2 to 3 weeks left. He's still progressing, but he's injured. Wade took a dip in his average. Castro took a dip in his average. All right. You know what? You know what time it is? Look at these guys. All right, he's 71 and 60 on his contact. And he's 63 and 56 in his contact. Hernandez is getting close to getting called up to play shortstop. Maybe after the trade deadline, we'll call him up and let him play. And then Santos is now hitting 346 in AAA. He's about ready to come up to play second base as well. 22-year-old shortstop, 19-year-old second baseman. Look at Blanco. He's about ready to come up to the majors as well. Maybe we bring him up and send Mason Miller down. There's Padilla. He's about ready to come up too. Soderstrom's only hitting 237. He's getting killed against lefties. Gelof's up to 266. That's good. Susak dropped. Diaz is hitting better. All right, this is one of our draft picks. This was the guy that just threw the no-hitter. This was our first-round pick. He's a 76 overall. He's 18 years old. His problem is his control and his home runs per 9. So we're going to leave him in AA the whole year, and then he can go AAA next year. This guy's 20 years old. He's an A potential. Hoagland's, he can't even pitch in AA. Good Lord. God. Man. All right. So Soderstrom's not progressing right now. Kirilloff needs more at-bats. 71 and 60 in his contact. 63 and 74 in his contact. Good defense. Doesn't have the speed, but we might have to bring him up and let him play at the major league level. We can't wait for this guy to come back off the DL. We're going to trade Ledmus away because he's not hitting at all. And he's 63 and 56. Yeah. Hernandez is probably going to come up and finish the season and start next year as our starting shortstop. And we might have to trade Rooker away to try and beat Father Time because he's regressing. See if we can get some more power to replace him. Can't believe he has 1 home run. He's doing nothing, so we need a right fielder. So I'm going to put Kirilov in right. I'll adjust the batting order so Kirilov's in right. Clark Elliott's looking like he's ready to come up soon, but he's only a C potential. So, all right. Well, boys, we're going to call it a day right at 4 hours. Thank you guys for coming by and hanging out with me. It was kind of impromptu, but it was exciting. I mean, we had 2 games that we blew the lead. We came back and got one and threw a fucking no-hitter again on camera. So I might be back tomorrow. Maybe as early as late morning. Otherwise, definitely Monday. So stay tuned. Watch your notifications. If you're not on my Discord, I post when I go live on Discord. And if you guys don't know, because Tightspot didn't mention it, I am part of Grit Gaming now. So, a bunch of streamers who try and support each other. So, anyway, you guys take care. Let's see who we can raid. Fucking no-hitter, dude. All right, we got Stoner Gamers doing NCAA Basketball 10. Daddy Dimu is doing MLB The Show with 1.9K. So the dude has almost 2,000 people watching him. Man Cave Hawkeye is doing Out of the Park Baseball. We'll go raid Man Cave. Out of the Park is a really cool sim game. So we'll go raid him because he'll give me a bunch of shit for he always gives me crap because I win all the time. So we're not winning with this team, but we did throw a no-hitter. So, all right, let's go raid Man Cave because he's usually not on this late at night. And when you guys are ready to go, we'll head on over there. Just watch your notifications. So if I'm not on tomorrow, I'll definitely be on Monday, and it's possible both days. So we got to get through June, and then we'll do the draft, all-star game, trade deadline. So anyway, I'm going to give you the thanks for watching. Appreciate all you guys. Jimmy loves those late night streams, man. So you guys take care, and I will see you as soon as I'm back online.